Good day, children. Today we will go to page number 7 of our textbook, Maths Paper 2. We commonly call it Geometry. Lesson Similarity. In similarity, today I am going to teach you basic proportionality theorem. In the previous concepts, I have taught you what do you mean by proportional. Proportion means ratio and proportion. I explained you. Proportion means for 1 cup of tea, we put 1 teaspoon of tea leaves, and for 5 cups of tea, we will add 5 teaspoon of tea leaves. If one quantity X is increasing, the other is increasing with respect to X. So, this is the meaning of proportion. When we say ratio, M is to N, M upon N, 15 upon 20, factors of 15 are 3 5s are 15 and 4 5s are 20. Here 5 is a common factor. Here, therefore, let the common factor be X and we consider 3 upon 4 as 3x upon 4x. Now, the theorem says if a line parallel to a side of a triangle intersects the remaining, if a line parallel, this is a line L parallel to the side of the triangle BC. We have a triangle ABC, and in ABC, if a line L is parallel to a side of a triangle BC. If a line parallel to a side of a triangle intersects, means touches, the remaining sides, we are considering BC. So, which are the remaining sides? The remaining sides are AB and AC. If we consider BC, remaining sides are AB and AC. So, a line intersects the remaining sides in two distinct points, then point P and point Q. Let it intersect the side AB at point P and side AC at point Q. It intersects the remaining sides in two distinct points. Distinct means clearly they are different points. Then the line divides the sides in the same proportion. The line, that is the line L or line PQ, will divide the sides. Line PQ or line L will divide AB in a proportion that is AP upon PB. That is M is to N. It is going to divide it in the same way. Q is going to divide, or the line L or line PQ is going to divide side AC as AQ upon QC. So this is what we have to prove, that AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon QC. To start this theorem, the proof of this theorem, in construction, draw segment PC, join P and C. Here also I have joined P and C and joined BQ. Now let us call this triangle APQ as triangle 1 and triangle PQ and B as triangle 2. Now if I turn this way, can you see triangle 1 and triangle 2? Triangle 1, can you name triangle 1? A, P and Q. APQ is triangle 1 and triangle 2 is P, Q and B. P, Q and B. Now in the basic, before this only I had taught you triangles with same heights. When the triangles get same heights, the first condition is when the triangles are they lie between two parallel lines, then the two triangles have same height or common height. When we were studying, first thing is ratio of areas of triangle. Second condition, when the two triangles have same height, that is triangle 1, which is an acute angle, and triangle 2, that is PSR, which is PSQ is an obtuse angle, and PSR is an acute angle. Both these triangles have common height PT because they have common vertex. Now can you think of these two, triangle 1 and triangle 2? Triangle 1 and triangle 2. Both these two triangles, triangle 1 and triangle 2, have a common vertex Q. Q is common vertex to triangle APQ and to triangle PQ and B. So now if we try to write the area of these two triangles, suppose we consider area of triangle APQ, ratio of area of triangle APQ upon triangle PQ and B. Triangle PQ and B. Now what is the formula for ratio of areas of triangle? A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 H1 upon B2 H2. Here, what is the base of triangle APQ? The base of triangle APQ is AP. So I will write down AP, base into height H1. Now since this Q is a common vertex, both these two triangles will have common height. Let us call it as H upon area of triangle PQB is B2 H2, base of the second triangle into height of the second triangle. Now what is the base of the second triangle? If we consider this, PQ is the base of PB is the base of the second triangle. So PB into height H. Now both the height are same, that both the triangles have same height. Why? Why they have same height? Because they both have common vertex. Is it written in the textbook? They have not given the reason. They have directly given this step, that triangle APQ, area of triangle APQ upon area of triangle PQB is equal to AP upon PB. Why? Because areas proportion to bases. When they are proportional to bases, because of their common vertex, what do they have? They have H1 is equal to H2. Both the triangles have same height, and therefore the areas are proportional to their bases, okay, which is written here. Therefore areas proportionate to bases, directly AP upon PB they have given. Now second step I will explain you. Now we will consider these two triangles. First triangle APQ and the third triangle PQC. We will consider two triangles, triangle APQ and PQC. Triangle APQ and triangle PQC. Here also both these two triangles, triangle 1 and triangle 3, they both have common vertex P. P is the common vertex. So, if we turn it this way and see, if you turn the textbook also this way, you see towards this triangle APQ and triangle PQC. Both these two triangles have common vertex P, and therefore because they have common vertex P, they have same height. Their heights are same. Common vertex P, Q and R. So these are the two triangles, triangle 1 and triangle 2. Both have common vertex, therefore both the triangles have same height. Here also both these two triangles have same height, and therefore if we write the ratio of areas of triangle area of triangle APQ upon area of triangle PQ and C. Area of triangle APQ and PQC. What we get? Base into height and base into height. What is the base of APQ? Triangle APQ. Base here is AQ. AQ is the base of triangle APQ. They have common vertex P, so they will have common height. So base of APQ is AQ. So we get AQ into say common height H. Similarly, the base of this triangle PQC is QC into common height H. Now because they have common vertex is, what is the common vertex? P. Common vertex is P. Therefore, the areas A1 upon A2 is B1 upon B2. You can write it this way, or you can write areas are proportionate to the bases as it is written in the textbook. Areas proportionate to bases. But this concept should be clear to you. Why it is proportional to bases? Because they both have common vertex P. Therefore, triangle 1 and triangle 3 have common height. And because they have common height, area of triangle APQ upon area of triangle PQC is equal to AQ upon QC. Because the heights are common, so we cancel their heights. Now, consider the two triangles in between the parallel line. Parallel PQ is parallel to BC. Which are the two triangles inside the parallel line? Triangle PQB and triangle PQC. Right? So what do you conclude? What is our conclusion? The triangles lying in between the two parallel lines have common height. Let they both have common height. Say, you can consider this as the common height. This is the common height of both the triangle H. So if we consider the two triangles, area of two triangles, say triangle PQB and triangle PQC. Triangle PQB and triangle PQC. Triangle PQB and triangle PQC. Let us write down the ratio of their areas. Third is ratio of area of triangle PQB upon area of triangle PQC is again base into height and base into height. See that base, what is the base of triangle PQB? Both of them have common base PQ. Both these triangles have common base PQ. Okay, this is the triangle PQC and PQB. This, both these two triangle, this triangle 2 and this is the triangle, this is the area of triangle 3. This is the portion inside the triangle. So what is it? What is the formula? A1 upon A2 is equal to B1 base 1 into H and B2 into H2. Here the bases of both the triangles are PQ. So PQ into height is H. Height of both these two triangles which are lying in between the parallel line is H upon PQ into H. So H1 is H and PQ1 is PQ. We get 1 upon 1. Therefore, area of triangle PQB upon area of triangle PQC is equal to 1 upon 1. If we cross multiply this, therefore what we get? Area of triangle PQB is equal to area of triangle PQC. Okay. Now, if we consider this area of triangle, what equations we had? First is area of triangle APQ upon PQB is AP upon PB, and area of triangle APQ upon PQC. Now we have seen that this PQB is equal to PQC. Okay, so this is our fourth statement. And if we substitute these two, if we substitute, say, statement 1 or 2, in statement 1, if I substitute for PQB as PQC, or in PQC, we can substitute it as PQB. So when we substitute, we get triangle APQ upon area of triangle PQB. This we have written first equation is equal to the second equation, that is area of triangle APQ upon PQC. Both are equal. So these left hand sides are equal. When the left hand sides are equal, the right hand side is also equal. So if we write this, the left hand side, what is the left hand side of this? Left hand side, fifth, always number area of triangle APQ upon area of triangle PQC is equal to left hand side of this area of triangle APQ upon area of triangle PQ. This is PQB and this is PQC. But we have seen that PQB is equal to PQC, and therefore these two are equal. PQB and PQC are equal. Okay. Therefore the left hand sides are equal. Now what are the right hand side? AP, what is APQ? APQ upon PQB is what? AP upon PB. AP upon PB. So instead of this I will write down AP upon PB is equal to, what is area of APQ upon PQC is AQ upon QC. So AQ upon QC. This is from statement 1 and 2. From statement 1 and 2, hence we have proved. Hence we have proved the theorem. So whenever we see a triangle, one of the side of a triangle is parallel to a line, then we can directly apply basic proportionality theorem. This line acts as an upon AP upon PB and AQ upon QC directly. Now we can consider questions based on this. We will not go to the next theorem, but we will try to solve questions based on this. Now if you turn to page number 8, on top we have this question, figure 1.18. In figure 1.18, we have a triangle A, B and C, and in triangle ABC, PQ is parallel to BC given. Can you write down the basic proportionality theorem? Can you apply this theorem? What are the reasons? Yes, we can apply the theorem. Why? Because it is a triangle. Second thing, PQ is parallel to the third side BC. PQ is parallel to one of the side. Therefore, the answer will be, we can apply the BPT and it will be AP upon PB is equal to AQ upon PQC. So, for your homework is, you will write down, solve the BPT questions based on basic proportionality theorem. Come to page number 11. Remember this. I am not taking you to another theorem and confusing you. Stick to one theorem, BPT only for today. BPT, PQ is parallel to AC. Therefore, because it is parallel, BQ upon QC will be equal to BP upon PA or AP. Converse we will see later on. Now the questions based on BPT you will search, see on page number 12. Page number 12. Open page number 12. Solved examples. Figure 1.29. Example. In triangle ABC, DE is parallel to BC. DB is given 5.4. AD is 1.8. EC is given 7.2 and we have to find AE. First thing is, in triangle ABC, DE is parallel to BC. This is very, very important. Only if it is parallel is given, we can write down. Now because it is parallel, we will apply BPT. AD upon DB is equal to AE upon EC. Now here AD is given 1.8 and DB is given 5.4 and EC is given 7.2. So first we will apply basic proportionality theorem and then substitute the value, then cross multiply it. We cross multiply it, then keep the unknown AE on one side and we cancel it and we get the value of AE. Now, if you consider, you can solve this activity given on page number 12. Example 2. You can solve this. Please solve it. Now, in problem set 1.2, mark question number 2 you solve, homework. Today only you will solve question number 2. Then question number 4 and 5. We stick only to basic proportionality theorem. Question number 4 and 5. Now if you consider, we will consider question number 10 also you can do. BPT here 1, 2 and 3 triangles are given and apply the BPT on this. QR is parallel to EF, so it will be XQ upon QE, XR upon RF. Complete this. Example 10. Once again, we will see the basic proportionality theorem, page number 7. If a line parallel to a side of a triangle, so first you will look for a parallel line. Is it parallel to one of the side of a triangle? Then we will apply basic proportionality theorem. Please do your homework and write all this in your 200 pages classwork. Thank you.